Welcome to the next chapter. I believe you must have installed your WordPress plugin. You must have linked the domain and the hosting. And now, once you are ready with the WordPress, the next and the most important step is to install the most relevant and important plugins. For me, I call it the most hygiene plugins, top 10 most hygiene plugins for WordPress. Before you start writing the blogs, these plugins play a very unique role in whatever you're doing with your website, and it also protects your website from a lot of security issues, from a lot of spams and so on, right? So without wasting any more time, let's jump onto the top 10 plugins. We'll start with the first one. The first one is Akismet anti-spam plugin. It basically blocks spam messages. So I'll take you to my website. So I will take you to my website and we will look at the first plugin. This is the name of the plugin. You can write it down. This helps to uh, block spam messages overall. So let's see what they have done for my website till date. So as you can see, in the past 6 months, they have blocked 222 spam, and in all time, they have already blocked 837, and the accuracy is as close as 99.65%. It is a must that you should have this plugin with you before you start off, and it's very simple. Once you activate the plugin, you just need to uh, activate it, and you just need to click on these things and save changes, and you're ready to go with your first blog, right? Moving to the second plugin, it's collect.chat. It's basically a chatbot for lead generation and data collection. So whenever you have a website of yours, you will always need to lure the audience with some kind of a freebie or some kind of a attraction for which they want to stick around, right? So this is my chatbot plugin, and this is automated, means I have written this and automatically this is getting triggered, and eventually it is asking for an email ID, right? So this is how it looks as a look and feel. And from the backend, this is the details. So you can write it collect.chat, and it's very simple. Once you have the chatbot linked to your website, you need to create a journey. For example, uh, are you liking the website? Yes, no as an option. Yes can trigger to something else, no can trigger to something else. So you can create that kind of a journey for the chatbot, right? Due to the limitations of the video, I will not get into each and every individual plugin, but this is the overview, and I'll be writing blogs for individual plugins, which I'll be linking it in the future, right? So this is the second plugin that is very important for us. This is the third, and I think most one of the most vital plugins that one should have, and this is called Elementor. It is used for creating landing pages and customized pages. Let's see what is Elementor. Elementor view details. Elementor website builder is the name. It is with no limits of design, a website builder that designs high-end pages, design and advanced capability never before seen on WordPress. So this is by WordPress, and Elementor is one of the most unique plugins you can have. Let me show you how it looks from the outer side. So this is the website, and I have created a landing page with this tool called Elementor. So this Elementor bypasses the template that I have, and I create a unique landing page which is broadly talking about only what I'm offering, and it is not getting distracted with the other elements on the website. I also have a choice where I can remove all this. It will only have the logo, and directly the landing page starts and it will stop here, right? So this is how it looks. You have a lot of means it's really very user friendly. It's very easy to capture it. All you need to do is a drag and drop to create this landing page. So Elementor is a very unique tool, a must have tool for all the landing pages. I'm just talking about the beginner. Once you have the capability, then once the traffic starts flowing in, strongly suggest go for a Pro Elementor or go for the landing pages tools. There are a lot of other tools that are paid, but before doing that, these whatever I am showing are the free tools, and I'm not invested single penny to get things created, right? Moving on. Plugin 4, Jetpack by WordPress. What it does, it helps to increase security. It enhances the performance. It can be used for marketing, and it also has a design tool capability. I personally love Jetpack because it secures me from a lot of things, and we'll see it in a while. Jetpack. I am showing you the view details so that you can write down the name, and it will be very easy for you to then find this thing to install. So it can give you a 24/7 auto security. It will do a backup of your site automatically in real time. Easily duplicate, clone, or migrate your site. You can see every site changes that were made. Automatic scan is happening. It also helps in blocking spam. It monitors your site uptime and downtime. So, for example, whenever my site is down, which happens sometimes, you will get a mail directly on a real time level that your site is down from this to this time. And whenever your site is up, you'll get that as well. You can have a two-factor authentication activated if you feel your WordPress has a lot of information that cannot be leaked, right? It improves the speed and performance. Jetpack has partnered with Google AMP. You can activate the AMP. AMP is nothing but increasing the speed on the mobile. So it makes the website really light and you can see it once you have the AMP installed. It reduces the size of the images, it increases the speed, add free videos, right? Powerful tools for growth, advanced site statistics, analytics it gives you. So unlike Google Analytics, which is again having a very good space, this is also giving you an overview analytics of which is working and what is not working. It also has the SEO capability, and it also has easier design tool, a part of Elementor kind of a thing, right? And it can be used for integration. If you have an e-commerce site which is run by a plugin of WooCommerce, this can be plugged in, completely compatible. There is a social media platform that can be integrated. Then there are simply blocks to customize. You can have Pinterest, WhatsApp, podcast players, a lot of things integrated. It can have a payment integration, expert support and all, right? So having said that, it has a lot of things. You don't require to use all the things. You will only use what is required. I'll show you what I uh, use from Jetpack, and I think whatever I use is something as the most minimalistic elements that will be used in Jetpack. So this is at a glance. You will see the views. From the security lens, I have, they are giving me a choice to upgrade. This is the paid version, this is the free version. I have activated it. Downtime monitor, I've activated it. It will send me SMS performance. Again, this is image accelerator, reducing the size of the images. Connection, your site connected to WordPress, you are a Jetpack owner. Ting ting ting. So this is the overview. So you're inside your Jetpack. I have given you an overview of dashboard. You need to go to the settings, and you can then have these six options where whatever is free you need to update it, right? So downtime monitoring, anti-spam, yes. Enabling brute force is, this is basically giving you have two-way authentication, which is not required according to me. So this is for security. From performance lens, yes, I'm saying to increase the speed. Enable lazy pending. This is again a paid part. I'm removing this. Display images in full screen in carousel gallery. Show comments area in carousel. Show photo exit metadata in carousel. Uh, Enable the option to copy the entire posting page including tags and setting. Write post or pages in plain text. Compose using shortcodes to embed. Testimonial, which again I have deactivated these because this requires a little bit of intervention from a detailed aspect from a developer also to see whether it is supporting your theme or not, because if it is not supporting your theme, you will, your website might, you might not be able to log into your website, right? Post by email, send your new post to this email address. Post by email is a quick way to publish new posts without visiting your site. You'll generate a unique email address for you to send your contacts to, which will then appear on your site just like any other post, which I'm not doing. WordPress toolbar, enable the WordPress.com toolbar. Replaces the default WordPress admin tool. Highly recommended not to do it right now because WordPress is getting will get upgraded every now and then, and if you get it overlapped with Jetpack, you might face some issue. So these are the things which is important for you to mark, that you can use right now, and other things you can experiment, because this is, you can play around to understand, right? Sharing option, automatically share your post to social network. This is, I think, highly recommended. I've connected all the social media tools, so whenever I put a post, it automatically goes to Facebook, LinkedIn, uh, Twitter, and so on. Yes, adding a sharing button to your post and pages. So whatever you see here, I'll go to my website once. Whatever you see here is coming because of the Jetpack, right? Like button. When visitors enjoy your content, let them show it with a like. Add like button to your post and pages. I can activate it, not a problem. But I think once you click it, you need to give your email ID password for you to just like it. Hence, I had removed it earlier. But yes, we can have it. I'll see how things work there. Let visitor use word crafting Google account to comment. I have deactivated it because people were really frustrated to leave a reply. To leave a reply, they need to log into any of this account and then put a comment. And so I have deactivated. They can leave a reply just like that. Enable pop-up business card, no. Enable market markdown use for comments, no. Enable comment like, yes. Let visitors subscribe to new post and comments via email. Yes, yes. You can do this. Again, it's an experiment that you're doing. You can do this. Traffic. Keep your visitor engaged with related content at the bottom of each post. These settings won't apply to related post adding used to block editor, right? That means whenever you have any content being shown, you will be shown related contents just below the same content. And I think this is a fantastic feature that should be activated. This is upgrade, not required. Generate shorter URLs for simple sharing. So whenever we share, there is a tendency that the URLs are really big at times, so we can shorten that URL. Generate XML sitemap, again, a choice. This is automatically sending my updated blogs to the site, which again is a great thing. Site verification. Verify ownership with third-party services. Note that verifying your site with these services is not necessary in order for your site to be indexed by search engine. To use these advanced search engines tools and ting ting ting. So basically, it is saying that we can have a site verification. It's not required because we have already done it via Google Analytics and all. But you means I can deactivate it as well, but I'll keep it the way it is right now. So this is Jetpack for you guys, and these are the important elements that you can activate, right? Going to the fifth plugin, Sendinblue. Uh, as I told you, this is a mail email marketing automation tool where a lot of people think that Mailchimp is the only option available for free emails, and one of the most best option is Mailchimp. My personal suggestion, no, 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 absolutely not. Email marketing, I have been with Mailchimp for quite some time, and personally, I hated the dashboard. I did not like the confusing lens of how to do it. Sendinblue, whereas, gave me a very clean lens of very smooth, very clean, very minimalistic text used everywhere, and it really helped me understand that how to create the email, how to set up the automation, and how to start off. So and also Sendinblue app as a plugin is installed on my uh, website via which I can trigger emails with with an automation aspect to it, right? I can create separate audience space, I can create a lot of separate things. So I'm not showing you inside the WordPress. This is a simple Sendinblue plugin, and it requires a much more deeper conversation. But this is just to tell you that email marketing automation has a lot of option like Mailchimp and a lot of other things are there. Whereas I personally like to stick to Sendinblue. My personal suggestion to you, you can use both and understand that what is working for you and what is not. Moving to the next, I think this is a very straightforward plugin. It does not require introduction, and that is Pixel Caffeine. Whenever you start your journey of creating the website, you will require to capture the audience either via cookie or via email IDs so that you can start retargeting to them and reach out to them again and again. So Pixel Caffeine uh, is a very important tool to capture Facebook pixel. We are doing the same for Google Analytics to capture the cookies and whatever is required in terms of retargeting. So Facebook pixel is an important element that needs to be covered. Again, I'm not getting into the WordPress part of it. It's very simple. You just need to install and then add the Facebook pixel inside your plugin. That's it. Now, seventh most important plugin is really simple SSL. SSL is a security. I'll show you this. So when you open your website, you will see this lock over here. This is because of the SSL. So these are whenever you are buying your domain, you will see that they're selling the SSL certificate for some cost. But good news that we have a plugin which gives us a free SSL certificate, and you will have the security intact. This is, I think, really cool, and a lot of people don't know about it. That you can get a free SSL certificate from WordPress. So I can even show you the plugin. Again, it's very simple. You just need to install, activate, and you're good to go. SSL. Really simple automation tool. So once you put it, you just need to uh, update it, and automatically it will link it. Right? Yoast SEO. I believe if you know about SEO, good. If you don't, it's a vast subject, but I'll just give you an overview. SEO means search engine optimization, and it is used for optimizing your content so that your selected keywords for which you are targeting can be ranked on the page, right? So for every article that you write, you need to have a title, you need to have a description, you need to have the tags in place to show that whether your blog is optimized or not. So I'll show you this plugin. I think you will really find it really cool. Yoast SEO, this is here. I'll actually go inside SEO to show you. Right, so this is inside, and these are the features. Highly recommended to turn on every element that is there. Turn off this as well. So we are it's highly recommended that we do this. And once this is in place, then what you see after this is, I'll show you that as well. Suppose I've written a lot of posts. So you see that in the first one is the SEO score. This score is coming if you have given the right title, description, and other things. And this is the readability score that it tells ki is your blog optimized, is the are you having an alt URL and other things, right? So let's go inside one of the blogs. Right, so here is the place where my blog ends, and you can see here that the Yoast SEO part starts right below the blog. So it will show me that what is my focus key phrases. I have not written anything. How is the readability? If it is green, then it's great. If it is orange, that means you need to work on something, right? And we have scheme and we have social. These two are not that important. You need to get green light over here. That means that, see, SEO title, it is showing red right now. That means the words here are not up to the mark, and I need to reduce it. So just as an example, see, it turns green as soon as you are in the limits, right? So this is one. You can have the description written. You can have the addition of synonyms, related key phrases, and all. And it will also tell you what are the problems that is there inside the blog, which you need to make sure that gets rectified. And once this is rectified, automatically these things will turn green, and you will be good to go, right? So this is, I think, one of the most important and the best of plugins that I've ever seen, because this just makes sure that your blogs and other things are in place as soon as you get started, right? So moving on, we were in Yoast SEO. The ninth is WooCommerce. I don't have this plugin currently installed because I've not created the website from a e-commerce perspective. But WooCommerce is a plugin which is kind of a template which helps you not only list your products but also integrate it with your payment and the complete consumer journey, like you can imagine, like an Amazon, right? So that is WooCommerce for you. If this is there and if you really want to learn about WooCommerce, there are a lot of tutorials that are there, you can understand. Highly recommended that if you are planning to sell something, start with uh, first listing it with Amazon and then moving on to other elements, right? Moving on to the last plugin, and that is SiteKit. SiteKit is basically a plugin via which you can install Google Analytics on the platform. So if you are really new, highly suggested that SiteKit is one option. You can also go with Google Tag Manager to set it up, and you can have an analytics setup inside that. I have covered it in details that how is Google Tag Manager and what is needs to be done in some of the next chapters. But SiteKit is again one of the very good tools in terms of setting up the analytics setup right away, and you can kickstart with writing your first blog. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Do write in comments to let me know how you feel, and in case you want to know anything else apart from this on WordPress, you're free to ask. Thank you. This is just a summary of all the 10 plugins which I told. And having said that, there are other plugins also which will play a unique role, but these all of plugins are free and should be used before you start writing your first blog. So thank you so much. See you in the next course.